It's the 4960 here, doing another Overwatch video. I'm going to be going over a match in Eichenwald. Um, I really don't actually remember what happened here. Um, let's see, looks like I'm solo. Oh, yeah, I vaguely remember this. I win. I was waiting for, I think it was Vivian or something, or my brother, and I did a match. Um, This is a high platinum match. I was like 1900, 2900. Um, I don't exactly remember why I chose this, but I just know we won. And it was a pretty fast match. Let's see how this goes. Early strike, 20% alt charge. It's already really good. Another strike. Ooh, double kill, man. 40% alt charge. I might actually want to watch this from a third-person perspective. Okay, I'm getting pestered from the side. I'm kind of scared of this Genji here. He backs off. Gotta go in and help Azaria just in case. Yeah, I thought the third person would be good if that wall wasn't right there. Okay, now this Ryan, he knows I've been kind of already getting the upper hand, so he's a little timid. I could take a little bit of capital off of that. I should have probably swung right there, but I'm scared of their Junkrat and their Zarya punishing me. I miss. Go a bit too aggro there, and our healers don't seem to exactly be getting me right away. They do start though. I don't know what was happening during that time. That it was probably just too fast for them to keep up. Zarya getting a good bubble. So now the tank difference is kind of showing here. If our Zarya's not with me, she's not getting as much value as she needs to be. This is a good Zarya Ryan combo right here, where they're going in together. Sometimes you get a little bit of separation from your team, you know. One healer should definitely stay on the tanks. Probably Lucio. The other one, you know, has more flexibility and hair apparently. They have their DPS down, so. Yeah, so I was already low, and they really do a good job at hunting me down here. I kind of just did to see. Like how I could have prevented that. So it kind of started right here where I kind of start backing up. I probably should have stayed just a bit more aggro, but they're getting like a pretty good push right here. I don't feel much pressure from our DPS during this time, so it's also another reason I'm kind of backing up to a lot. I do back up too much probably though. So Zarya gets flown by Junkrat. Oh, that's where our heals went. Mercy went to help the Zarya. She got really punished. Ana's kind of trying to hit me. No, Ana's hitting the Zarya. Yeah, so that's where my heals went for this second. Um, this Rhine should definitely be getting punished right now. We have 2 DPS. One of our DPS went down. God damn it. We had 2 DPS and our other tank right here. They should have punished him a lot more. And what's more, after I use my my charge, I'm still not getting backed up. Look how much this Zarya backs up. This is no good at all. We have no. That's okay. That's not my fault. I mean, this is partially my fault, sure, but this is the my team's fault mostly. Zarya is still just like poking ass back here. Look at that feed. Okay. Alright, I don't feel so bad about this death anymore. My team just didn't support me correctly. Okay. It's like 20% my fault, but it's like 80% the rest of my team's fault. Probably like 60 from that Zarya. And the rest more DPS. Okay, so I poke for Fire Strike and back up. Junkrat getting more ult charge here because he killed the Hanzo. This Junkrat's just like killing everything right now. Oh wow, he actually died. Good job, Echo. And the Mercy revived this Hanzo. Wow, that's a gutsy ass Mercy. I actually noticed that everyone's kind of like fighting up here, and I come join just to make sure everyone's safe, and then I evacuate with them. Okay. Genji gets way too ballsy and gets punished. Zarya now finally getting her bubbles on me. I kind of start messing up right here a bit, just because of the terrain. I barely survive. That's what I wanted the Zarya to do. This is good Zarya gameplay. She comes in and backs me up. Like the Zarya job is to enable other people. Like, you know, it's not like, how can I say it? I think the mentality you should have as a Zarya is that other people are enabling you, and vice versa. Well, I don't know, like, how can I put it? It's not. It's not. I think it's a common misconception that when you're bubbling people as Zarya, that you're helping them so much. You know. I think it's a better mentality to think, you know, you're both enabling each other, and I think it's mostly the team is enabling Zarya, because in that case, like, you know, Zarya is the one that needs the help, you know, she's the one that's like needs her power upped. I don't know, I guess it's kind of a useless idea. Never mind. Moving on. Oh yeah. So, oh, Hanzo ults with me. And then the nano. Kind of excessive. This is really... You won't really see this in Diamond. Like, it's for sure effective, but like it's not useful. It's not. It's effective in killing, not effective in winning the match. You know, because then they all come in grouped up, and Ana and Junkrat killed each other. They have. We're actually pretty. Oh well, they're gonna have ults actually. They're gonna have Mercy, Genji, and Zarya. We're only gonna have Zarya. They busted Lucio ult really early. So, alright, so this is where I'm giving them a lot of leeway. They get Lucio ults. I don't want to push too hard against that. I don't have Fire Strike, unfortunately, for this. Luckily, get the Zarya. Turn around, start swinging. And then Genji wastes his blade. Ugh. Oh, sorry, Echo wastes her ult. Oh, and so both Genji's ults. That's funny. Echo Genji and regular Genji. Genji again goes in over his head. This Genji's way too cocky. Was he the Junkrat from earlier? Probably. I just ulted a bit ago, and I'm already at 70%. Getting ult charge for Ryan is just so vital to the game. So this is already like the second. So I ulted on one engagement, and there was one more engagement with the Zarya ults, and then I have it again pretty much for this engagement. I counter ults. Zarya goes down. I get a little cocky and go for the swings. I shouldn't have done that. I should have probably just charged. I think that play could have worked. Yeah, oh, this fucking Mercy revives me like an idiot. As soon as I get out of my... I'm pretty much dead. I can't get out of that. Mercy dies right afterwards. So she just... Our Mercy just fed right there. So stupid. So, my ult right there, it could have been a good idea. And it's kind of a common thing to do as a Rhine to counter ult like that when Zarya like pulls your team. Okay, right here. So right now we have our full team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The ult on the Echo. Both our DPS get trapped in it. That's not good. This is not what you want from your DPS. You don't want them to be one. You don't want them to be clumping together. And by clumping, I mean pretty much all this area on my screen. They should not both be in the same area. They should be getting angles and or high ground. They're very console players. So like we have resources. This is still a winnable engagement. McCree gets value like really fast. I'm not able to. I only stun the Ryan. Oh no, I stun the Mercy too. That's pretty interesting. McCree just goes to town. If our DPS were actually like shooting at him and contesting him, we might have lived through that. I don't think our Ana use her nade either. That would have been like a perfect nade right there. I'm actually gonna go back and look at that real quick. She throws it. She throws it way too early. She pretty much heals nothing. She heals me like maybe 10 health or something like that. That was a really bad nade. It does hit the Zarya. Oh, Zarya's bubble cancels the nade? Whoa, I didn't know that. That's cool. So yeah, that nade did nothing. You would have thought that this Mercy ult did a little bit more, but we kind of just get gunned down too quickly. I kind of blame our DPS for that one. We could have survived that if we would have like used our resources correctly. I'm McCree did a good job though, so I'll leave it as that. Okay, so I come back. I don't see my team anywhere. And I know they all died in front of me. Oh my god, what the fuck is Zarya doing? Jesus. So this is what I gotta deal with. Hanzo getting good value. I need heals. Hanzo throws his ult. I pretty much gotta I gotta use the other side. And by that time they already took it. So Zarya is just like really doing bad this match. Did I block that? I think I blocked it. Yeah, I blocked it completely. Okay, cool. Again, I know I'm better than this Ryan. May actually does a good job in backing me up right here. That's really good. I think they start getting a little too cocky again. I'm not worried about that Lucio hitting me because I have that health pack right there. They switch off of Rhine to Hog. So even though they've been more effective as Rhine, Zarya throughout this match, my kind of one-on-ones with the enemy Rhine have left we'll call it emotionally damaged. Where he felt the need to switch off of Rhine. Even though they've actually been winning pretty much this whole map. Like they were able to pummel me inside this room right here. It's kind of been a back and forth. So like we get a good early kills right here. Our team backs up way too much and we lose the first point. I get pummeled in this computer room. Second point, I get a really good ult with the Hanzo right here. And then they come back and Zarya ults us. I don't know. Our Zarya ults, we wreck them again. They come back, their Zarya ults, and we lose the engagement. We pretty much just give up this entire pathway for free. Which is really not good. And partially Mercy's to blame for that because she revived me and just let me die again. So that was really stupid on her part. So like engagements wise, they're kind of up, you know, like they have a lot of positioning advantage. But he still switched, so interesting. So yeah. I really don't wanna. I'm backing up right now. You should not power up your Ryan when he's backing up. That either means he's low resources or he doesn't like his position. I am able to get some value out of it. Just because they push, though. I get kind of lucky that they decide to kind of push hard right there. I kind of get stingy there, and I react a little too late. He switches to Winston now. Our Hondo's getting a dragon pretty consistently, so he's kind of stepped up his game. Zarya doing a pretty good job at absorbing damage in that fight. I feel like their team was kind of missing for that engagement there. Hondo takes the Echo. Our Zarya is going super aggro out here. This is okay. Zarya can do this. That's fine. So Hanzo actually gets the Mercy as well. That's pretty good. Zarya takes out 2 of them. That's good. So their tanks their team isn't super cohesive right now. So they kind of just fall apart as the engagement progresses. Mei gets what was that, double kill right there? Mei kills the Echo. That's pretty funny. Zarya getting super cocky. Zarya's all over the place, man. I don't know. Man, this is ridiculous. I can't believe she's way the heck out here by her. Like they have 2 pretty good range characters and a Winston. Mei pretty much bailing her out. So Zarya ults. This is a lot better. He doesn't get so much value off her ult. But they do take our tank. They do take me and the Zarya out. So I get some positioning value. If Mei would have had wall, she could have totally stopped that ult. But our fucking Zarya pushed too hard, and we were trying to overcommit to protect her. So we didn't get the position. We didn't have the positioning we probably should have in order to handle that ult. I blame Zarya for that lost engagement. So I get back. I want to ult right here, but I don't want to waste it just on the Moira. Because that could easily go not south, but it could barely. It's not a great value, especially if the Moira's already been ulting for a while. Take out the healer. Using my health as a resource right now. Letting them hit me while I swing because I'm going to get more value. Also noticing like who my my enemies are at the time. So if I go back a bit. Okay, so they got their whole team right here. So Winston's on our back. I'm fine with this matchup. 3v2, 3v1 is fine. Takes out the Mei, unfortunately. Hanzo doesn't pay attention to. I don't know what the fuck Hanzo's doing right now. He's running away. Zarya is also running away. So that's not fantastic. Happening on this side. DPS are trying to get positioning right now. So it's me versus the healer and the Zarya. I'm totally fine taking some hits from these guys. Killing the healers is really important. So our Zarya ults there with our Hanzo. Our Ana gets taken out. Monkey. Oh, Monkey didn't finish off Hanzo back here. Huh, pretty interesting. Hanzo got healed really quick. Oh, because of the brig. Okay. Pretty good Zarya ult. And so that Zarya Hanzo ult came in pretty good. Their DPS are in our backlines. I'm over here working on the Moira. Yeah, we get it. Oh, Zarya redeemed herself a little bit. Doom backs up. Noticing his team is not ready to engage. It's pretty smart. I mess up. Alright, their team's going in. I back up probably a bit too much. They don't have any shields, so I'm gonna have a field day right here. So we got a good wipe right there. Come in and finish her off. Sorry, gets an ult. May helps me finish him. May gets this pretty clutch war here. I might have died if she didn't. Brig heals me. I'm able to go aggro. Take out the Moira. Course Doomfist back. Kind of mad that the Doomfist dodges that. Kill the fist. Kill the Hammond. Peel for the Ana. Yeah, I kind of fail, but I get him. Pin the Lucio. And we win. So me and May really cleaning up right there because our team can't kill. And that was the first round. Kind of wondering why I made this. I chose this video. Like, it's alright. Like, my Ryan gameplay isn't like super amazing on this match. You know, that's how the Ryan doesn't do the same charge. Pretty funny. I was trying to wait for Zarya to use her bubble on me, but you know, apparently she really didn't want to. Actually, let me look at that again. When you reload, that's a good time to bubble someone. No bubble, no bubble. Just walking forward. No bubble. Still no bubble. Wow, this is really bad. This is really bad. Don't fucking be a Zarya if you're not gonna be bubbling. Come on. Come on now. Still doesn't bubble me. Wow, this is really amazing. Bubbles me once the enemy team backs off. Jesus, man. She's still under 20% like this whole time. Pretty much as weak as a Mercy right now. Just to give some perspective. Finally gets a good bubble in. Already, like, how long into the match already? There you go. It's not hard. When you see the Rhine back up, you just go forward. By the time you're good, the Rhine should go forward again. Just literally keep walking backwards until your Rhine decides to go forward again. It's not difficult to dance with the Rhine. It's really not. Very simple. Trust your Ryan, trust the healers that they're gonna keep you alive, and it's so easy to do Ryan Zarya, honestly. I knew this was gonna be a good trade-off because their Zarya died. So I was able to counterpin the Ryan and get the value. I mean, win the engagement. I'm actually going to go through that again from my perspective. Peel back for the Genji. Okay, I don't want to go too ham. Again, you want to let Zarya get a little bit of fill. Missed my shot. See kind of an opening. I see the Rhine push forward. That makes it easier for me to pin him if he's already going towards me. I get good heals on me. I'm able to suck up quite a bit of damage there. Let my team go to work. You know, sometimes it's a little hard to close the distance as Ryan. But if you're in the right situation, like right there, where your team is, you know, effectively using the space you're making, and, you know, it's fine to take that damage. It's all about like trading resources, you know. Okay, so I want to buy space with Zarya right here. I don't know if she's with me. Yeah, she's with me. I want to get ults, so that's why I was early swinging there hard. That Ryan gets a little bit aggro. He realizes and backs up. I was ready to punish right there. I messed up a little bit. I'm not sure if I realized Mercy was ulting right here. Ryan gets a good value off of this stun on me. So both Mercies are ulting right now. I thought I had more on my team right now. What happened to everyone else? We're missing a DPS right now. Oh, she's up here. Theoretically, I should have had the advantage for this fight right here because I stunned him early. Let's see how this plays out. I feel like we win this regardless. Yeah, block the shatter. Eat it. I got full health right now. They're kind of flustered from all the ults. They had to use resources to handle them. Ana ult's a little late. Our ults have been pretty lackluster this game, generally speaking. Or rather, our ult management, because, like I said, they've been effective in killing, but bad in like the way they stack. We don't need to be using so many ults. There you go. That's how you should use your ults, you know? Kind of like enough from what you need, you know? That EMP was really good. This is kind of what makes these people plats. Like, they're effective on using their ults. They're not necessarily effective with coordinating with the team. Like, the Zarya had a good ult earlier. Hanzo's had a few. Oh, that's nasty right there. Sombra got that one right there. Ana, whatever, but watch that again. Ooh, the Rang gets hacked. That's why I noticed like such an open window right here. Pop the Mercy. And I could just go to town swinging right here. I know my team's kind of got my back a little bit. Well, half my team does. I got the advantage on this Ryan right here. I could just keep swinging until he dies. I'm gonna win this. Even with Zarya there. McCree just lets his tanks die. That's freaking hilarious. McCree actually might have been able to stop me. He can't just let it happen. That's pretty funny, man. I get stunned. He takes off half my health. So he gets damage on me. Damn, I end up getting popped because of Zarya. But I come back to life, baby. Pickle Rick. Our Zarya ults. This is a really good altar here. Even though I don't have resources, it draws out the Lucio ult. Hanzo pairs beautifully with it again. Even with the Lucio ult, I'm able to kill the Mercy. I wouldn't doubt if the Hanzo and Zarya were on the same team. A lot of times when you're tank, you gotta prioritize like who you're targeting. Even if you're taking damage from the back, that's not always important. You can't panic over every single damage source. You gotta realize who you're fighting and how much of a threat they are to you and your team. I misread that McCree. I'm surprised he's like charging in so hard right now. But I've kind of done. I kind of have this like mentality already, where so right here I try to predict where he's gonna go. I think he's gonna go back around this area, so he could either hide behind the payload in this direction or use the wall for coverage. But he decides to like overcommit and go in like between me and the payload, which I also didn't think he'd have enough room to do. That's kind of funny. But he decides to go really deep inside here, and he's just digging his own grave the further he goes into our kind of players right here. So I'm totally fine with like missing my swinger here, and him like going in that direction because that's already gonna be death for him. So I'd rather swing at his escape option than his actual location. If you're if you're trying to yeah. If you have to choose between the two. Mercy goes down. And that's game. So it's pretty alright. Get right Ryan gameplay. I feel like my team let me down like a lot in this match. But they weren't consistently trash, which is pretty weird. Like you see like a lot of like fuck ups, like that Zarya. When we were attacking, she did bubble me for a long time. And when we were on defense, she like charges halfway across the bridge. Those like two major blunders. The Mercy revives me when we were on defense right here, and I just like immediately die. That cost us pretty much this whole second point. So we had a lot of blunders, but they also were able to end up getting value out of themselves at some point in the match, which is really weird. I feel like that's so weird how binary how this team played. Like they have a lot of like low level habits, like stacking ults too much, or poking too hard, trying to get value, pushing, overextending to get value. Pretty much is what it is. Or not even using their abilities. Those are very low level, low ranking, kind of habits. But when the full engagements broke out, most of our team was doing pretty good. They had pretty decent positioning. I was able to get a lot of value out of myself during those engagements. So it ended up okay, oddly enough. Yeah, interesting match. It was pretty quick. It was 15 minutes. Felt shorter, but trying to think of any tips for Reinhardt. I did pretty good. I missed a couple fire strikes. That's gonna happen. I think it's important as the primary tank to like you kind of you set the pace for the team. So like I feel like even though sometimes I could have maybe adjusted for the Zarya, like if on first point on defense, or Zarya backed up way the heck over here to the car the car, and I was over here. I don't necessarily feel bad about doing that. Like, I set the pace. I put where we want to go down, or where I want the fight to happen. And then Zarya needed to adjust to me. She wasn't in trouble. She wasn't low resources. There was no reason for her to like adjust that much going backwards. I'm actually gonna go back and watch it again from her perspective, just so we could kind of see. Okay, right here. Well, she gets a little flustered. Junkrat puts her at half health, sure. She doesn't need to stop applying pressure though. They only have 1 DPS right now and 1 tank. Her only threat is literally just Junkrat, and she's already at full health like within like a second or two. Doesn't bubble me either. Look at how she's just kind of standing here, scared of him. Gets damaged because she's just poking ass and just by standing still. I don't know who she bubbled out there. So yeah, I definitely don't feel bad about this. This is just our Zarya being stupid. It would be a different story if like we were down on the numbers, or like you know, we had someone flanking us in the back, or you know, something. If there is some sort of pressure on our team, then it might be my fault for not you know, not dealing with that. But no. I like how I played there. I'm totally fine with my gameplay there. I'm trying to think of any part of the map where where I did mess up. Right here when I counter ulted Zarya, I feel like I was okay right there. The only thing I could have done better was handle the McCree. But yeah, McCree just really got in a good position at the time. And their Hanzo as well. Their Zarya was easily probably one of the better characters on their team. Their DPS did pretty good. Ours was kind of lacking, especially in the beginning, but they started picking themselves up towards the second half of defense. I think they kind of just had a slow start, our DPS. I think the rest of the match they were pretty okay. I feel like this, I don't know how this McCree got so much value. I want to look at it from our DPS perspective right here. Like maybe like I just wasn't... I got stunned, like... Within that time it takes for me to hammer down, I get pretty much our DPS go down. And we all get stunned. Alright, I think I probably could have handled that better. I think my ult reaction was a little bit late. If I would have ulted earlier, then I might have been able to Oh, it's because I barely got ult. And I can't ult right there because Zarya has her bubble and would have blocked it. I think I got eager with my ults. And I think that's okay. I think these plays, you know, they're not always. It's not always clear if this could have paid off or not. You're not always gonna have all the information here. At the time, I still think this could have maybe played out differently. Like, man, it's not often you have such such a coordinated DPS attack. With the Zarya ult, Zarya does a really good job pushing forward. Mercy's ulting as well. Hanzo has a good line of sight and a good distance. Like, their team just had a really good setup for this ult. And mine was really bad because, like I mentioned, our DPS were up here in the front. But there was a chance that, you know, like Hanzo could have been closer. McCree could have still been around this area. There was a chance that my ult could have played out better, and I think that was definitely worth taking here. Of course, in hindsight, it's probably not the best, but keep in mind, like you get your ult back. You know, it's not the end of the world. If there's a good chance that your ult is gonna play out pretty well, then you know it's definitely worth taking. Man, McCree took out the DPS and the Hanzo takes out the Zarya. And then that's game already. I go in like an idiot, like alright, well probably gonna die already, so whatever. So even right there, I feel it's okay. My gameplay. You know, obviously I could, if I shielded more, I might have been able to stop the McCree. But yeah. Anywho. I'm trying to think of any other areas of the map where I could have done better. No, I think I did pretty good through and through. Like I can't really think of many improvements that I could have done, honestly. It's kind of surprising. I could have probably tracked the Zarya better. Not gonna lie, I do lose her once in a while, but as a primary tank again, you're focusing on so many things at the same time. And your sub tank, this sub tank definitely isn't making it easy on me to keep track of her. Oh yeah, see, Yana had that pretty decent ult right there. So like all our players on both the teams. Oh, whoa, look at this bird. It's a bastion bird. That's cool. Both the teams did really good ults. Their Lucio was getting good ults. Their Zarya got really good ults, like really good ults. Oh, I do mess with my altar here. This is more of like a reaction time kind of thing. I should have just done it. Well, I don't know. Like if I could have pulled it off fast enough, maybe, you know, because you could just kind of wait for the stun. You have that, you know, it's like a second, or maybe a little bit more than a second and a half, something like that. You have that time for that stun, which delays their spawn time, and then they kind of desync from the rest of the team, um, making the next engagement easier for us. So like, it could be all right to stun right there. Um, but since I couldn't make the decision fast enough, you know, that's not good. Um, so I guess some of my ult usage is a bit much. I guess I think that's probably my biggest kind of blunders throughout this match. My ult usage, because even over here when I get that big ult, like my team's not with. I don't know. It's hard to say if it's my fault or my team's fault. Um, like right here, I get that really good ult. There's another place I get it. I feel like it was around here that I'm not able to take full advantage of it. Oh, right here. It was right here. I get that. I get that ult. We do win the engagement, probably partially because of my ult. But I still didn't get full team advantage of it. So like maybe if I wait a bit more, but that kind of messes with like my flow personally. Like it's really difficult to prolong your kind of grind v Ryan gameplay. Like I mean, where was it? We were on offense. Because the windows in this game, you know, they're small. A little bit more back. More. Okay, right here. So look, Ryan's low shield, so his probability of busting up his shield again is kind of low. So like when I want to ult, you know, there's not always going to be another opportunity for me to ult. So when I see a good window as Ryan, it's hard for me not to take it. Especially since I knew my team was like pretty with me, you know? Like we were kind of going back and forth here for a bit. So like I should be able to partially assume that my team is, you know, pretty positioned right now. You know, we've already been engaging for a bit. Let me go back about 10 seconds. See, we're engaging. So maybe it was a little prolonged. Maybe it was too long that they couldn't sustain themselves correctly. But it was a pretty light engagement, so you know I think I have right to assume, you know, their positioning. See how Hanzo backs up like a lot instead of like getting high ground up here or something. Zarya kind of also backs up a bit. I don't know why Zarya just has so much space between me and her, man. Look at the Lucio. He got like... he has like double because of the shatter. Oh man, that's weird. So like right here is a good example how my ult is definitely, it's not optimal. So maybe comms is Ryan. I'll have to, you know, just call out my. Sometimes it's good for me to call out my ults. I think even if you're, I don't know. I was gonna say, I think even if you're like planning on maybe using it, if there's a chance you're gonna use it, I think it's fine to call it out. Like my ultimate's ready or whatever. Yeah, look how many alts we have right now. That's crazy. I mean, the default in that is that your friendlies can commit to that, and maybe you don't ult, and it kind of messes that up, or there's a chance of that happening. But I think it's better practice to call it out. And your team kind of commits to it, so you get more practice, committing with your team correctly. Compared to as like being afraid of calling it out and messing everyone up, I think it's better just to call it. So yeah, I'd say maybe that's just my tips for myself on this game. My Ryan alts, maybe calling them out. And I think half of this is also just my team being stupid. So I guess that's my main takeaway from this video. But yeah, even if you have like a stupid, sub tank, if you play smart, so a lot of the times you'll win these engagements. If you get value out of yourself, if I get ult charge, you just gotta think of how to get value from yourself. Is how you swing the fights in your favor, even if your team isn't being ideal. Don't overcompensate. You gotta, even if they're not doing well, you gotta like gauge how much value you could get out of your team, even if they're being kind of dumb. At the end of the day, that's all you could do. Anyway, I think I'll just call it there. Kind of rambling a lot. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Catch you all later.